So I want to talk about the idea that thoughts and feelings do not manifest. They are actually a manifestation of something else, which if you change, you will get whatever you want. A lot of people say, "Oh, thoughts are not even your own. They're intrusive, or this or that, or they exist in the universe, and you channel them, or whatever." But that's also all a misconception. Have you ever monitored your night dreams? Your night dreams follow a certain threshold of your consciousness. They do not go beyond it. So, for example, if you have watched a scary movie in the morning, or something bad happened, or some emotionally charged event happened, or you dwelled on a state, for example, your partner may cheat on you, right? This is a common threat, especially for girls, right? And then they go to sleep, and they in the dream they see their partner doing that. Or in the example of scary movie, you may see the demon from the movie come and haunt you, and you will go to places that may feel familiar. Maybe they're not familiar, but they will feel familiar, right? What I'm trying to say is, you will never see something that is beyond or outside the bounds of what you are, or what is in your consciousness. So thoughts, where do they come from? And feelings, thoughts and feelings come from your dominant state of being. So they are a manifestation. They are not the tool that manifests. They are rather already a manifestation of who you are. For example, somebody thinks that, all women are untrustworthy, or all men are untrustworthy, right? And some very nice fellow or woman comes to you, maybe a coworker, and they are being nice to you, and instead of being nice and polite or kind to them, I mean, not overtly but inwardly, you start imagining, like, what do they want from you? There must be some strings attached. Men don't be nice to women for no reason, right? Like, these thoughts come from where? Now another person whose state of being is like generally good or bad people exist, but generally all men and women are, all humans are good natured, and they have this expectation from the world. So imagine what thoughts will come to this person's mind. So where does the thought come from, the two different thoughts? Another great example, this is a little bit gloomy weather and it's raining. Now for one person this weather might be abysmal and they will feel depressed with it, while me, who enjoys nature, I enjoy this weather. Now where is this feeling of enjoyment or feeling of desperation coming from, even though the weather is the same? So thoughts and feelings, especially if somebody has been in survival mode for long and operating from base level consciousness, which I've talked about in the last video, I think in the membership channel. Yeah, I talked about something like that. That if you're in survival mode, operating with the base level of consciousness, it is very, very highly likely that you will receive a lot of fear-based thoughts, negative thoughts, and you will always be scanning for threats in your environment, right? So even if something good happens, you will say, like, no, good things never happen, or it's too good to be true, or something like that, right? Suspicions, your alarm goes off, right? And your guard goes up. Where did that come from? While another guy, for example, a person who is abundant, feeling abundant in their life, right? Now, unexpected money shows up, a client shows up out of nowhere, and they will enjoy it, right? They will not be like, oh no, maybe this is the only person I may have, or this, I must work hard for this client, or I will lose them, or this or that, I must have a great first call with them, or all these negative thoughts will not come, because this person is already living an abundant life, Their state of being is that they are good at what they do, their work is good, so clients come to them from various streams. So again, thoughts and feelings are a manifestation of your state of being. A lot of content on YouTube, especially in the law of consumption community, law of attraction, community, is focused on the idea of flipping thoughts and making you feel good. And initially I was talking about that too, and I used to do that too, and it works temporarily, because ultimately your entire state of being overpowers you if you don't notice it, right? If you just notice the thought like, oh, I got a thought of scarcity, I should not have it, understand where did the thought come from? What belief and what state of being is within you that is triggering that thought, right? If you see happy, beautiful couples, and all of a sudden you feel a little bit of jealousy or sadness, that why it's them and not me. Now you may say, oh, I shouldn't have this thought. Why the hell am I having such a negative thought? I shouldn't, right? I'm manifesting my specific person, so this is not who I am, blah, blah, blah. But if you dig deep, you realize that there is a state of being within you that says that your specific person will not love you, or you are not worthy, for example, or they haven't been with you, you have a long story about it, they don't know you, or you have been in no contact for such a long time, so it's not possible for you. That may be the insidious state of being behind it. This is why when you see other couples having the love that you desire, it makes you feel triggered. But on another hand, if a person occupies the state that yes, their specific person is in love with them and they have them, if they see other couples, they will be like, see, this is exactly how our love is, right? Or this is my life. Or you see somebody making money, you're like, see, exactly, this is exactly how I am making money. Now when you say that, the ego might say, oh, but where? You don't see it. We do not live in the egoic world, and we are not of this 3D world. As Christ said, I am not of this world, and let the dead bury the dead. This is a dead world. This is a world of effects. It's not the world of cause. When you say you have something, you are saying from the real world of imagination. So when you see something in the world and you say that you have it, you are talking about the world of consciousness, your state of being, which is real. And when you do it long enough, consistently with conscious mind, like consciously every day you choose the new state of being, eventually it becomes normal, and then it becomes automatic, right? And then it just is who you are, and then you start to have automatic thoughts and feelings from your new state of being. Now the question will arise, well, how do I change my state of being? Think about, reverse engineer your life. People who are in abusive relationships, for example, when they get abused the first time, they feel bad, right? They don't like it. But when it repeatedly happens, it becomes normal. Recently, from personal life, I have some information from some girls that I know who had relationships like that. So now when they find the new guy, the cycle repeats. And now the abuse is normal to them. And if they find a good guy who is healed, that doesn't feel the same, right? It doesn't feel the same because it's not normal, right? They are so used to abuse. So reverse engineer it. First time when you claim something in imagination that, for example, I am wealthy, or I am enjoying lavish, steady, dependable income, doing something I love with ease, or I am loved, or I am chosen, or I am worthy, or I am healed, or I am healthy, all this stuff. It may feel fake, or it does not feel real, or may feel even bad. But the more you do it, the more you choose it. It's a decision. Basically, when it comes down to it, it's a decision. You decide that now I am this. Now I am loved, or now I am chosen, or now I am wealthy. Where in mind, the world of cause, not the world of effects. We don't care about the world of effects. It's a projection from within anyways. It's gonna change when you change. It's dead. It does nothing, right? Don't look for it. It does nothing. So when you choose it, Initially it may feel fake, but you keep choosing it. You decide that this is who you are and you choose it. And after a while you start to see some signs, but don't get excited. Don't be happy with the breadcrumbs only, right? Or your specific person will send you a text and you become too happy, or you get a little bit of clients and you get too happy. No, you stay with the end, whatever your end is. Like, I am married, or I am making this much money. So this, of course, this is natural for me to get clients. Of course, it is natural for me to get love from the specific person, because that's who I am. So nothing out of the ordinary for me. Normalize it. And as you keep doing it, and eventually it's just natural. It naturally unfolds in your world as if that is who you are. Then you get thoughts and feelings and emotions and all that good stuff with it. So the idea is, don't fight with your thoughts or feelings. Understand where are they coming from, because they are already a manifestation of something. And that something is your state of being. And once you realize what is your state of being and what you want it to be, you assume your new state of being, and then you choose it every day. And it will express in your world. That's the law. And if anybody wants to work with me one-on-one, the link is in the description, or I have made a bunch of content on the membership channel. I share more personal and more like client-based or members-based questions. I answer them there, so it's more of a personal touch to it. So if you want something like that, and there are live streams there weekly where you can ask me a question and have live chat with me or live video call with me. The link is in the description. And thank you so much for watching. This is it for this video. Until next time, bye-bye. By the way, I forgot to mention that I have made a very lengthy video on the 7 levels of creation, where I talk about what actually manifests: thoughts, feelings, and your state of being, your assumptions, and all the way to I am awareness, and from there all the way to God. So you have 7 levels of beings that are manifesting your life. So if you watch that video, you will really understand deeply what I was talking about in this video.